Crafter's Companion, one of the youngest entrepreneurs to be awarded. She got to be in the castle. You'll see that. I think you see her getting her award from the Prince. I love that. Okay, so cool. She is incredibly creative. She makes all of her crafts very easy and accessible, and she's joining us from her incredible craft space. My goodness, Sarah, I'm so glad to see you. You look gorgeous.
Oh, thank you, Maddie. And I've got an amazing hour lined up for you. I mean, honestly, we've got brand new world launch products in here. And for the first time, we're doing products exclusive to HSN. So some of these that I'll show you will never be launched into the stores. You'll never be able to buy on our website. You'll never be able to get over here in Europe. There'll be trouble. But we've worked with the buyers. They wanted something really special.
That's
now,
really
I'm
exciting.
starting with the slide pop-up. Oh, and what you've got in front of you is what we're coming up to second. I can't wait to show you the verse stamp second. But the slide pop-ups, now, Shannon, here's the thing, right? We're really known for doing clever cards where you would pull something and it's going to reveal something else. So there's a great photo of me and the kids going to see Santa in Lapland just a few weeks just before Christmas, actually. But how fabulous that you can do that little slider pulley and it reveals a hidden message. Or you might want to do it on the front of a box, for example, where we're going to pull up and reveal a happy birthday. Or this is brilliant, where you can embed them into different styles of cards. You embellish these as much as you want with whatever you want to put on the inside. And I have to say, I love this one. Love this idea of giving someone a gift, but then actually you do a little reveal into what's inside the box. So we put a little bit of acetate, then I'm going to reveal that. I'll show you how to do that a little bit later on as one of my demonstrations. But I wanted to get straight to it and show you exactly what's coming, Shannon, and how it's all going to work, right? So this is the die set. It's going to come like this for you here. But when I put all of the dies out individually, this is all of them there, okay? A lot of dies in this set, a lot of them, Shannon. Don't worry, I've already done video tutorials on YouTube for you to watch. So this one here is the clever die. So you need this one and this one here. Those two working together are going to make your mechanism. All the rest of these, we've given you the exact coordinating sizes to do the decoration so that it all comes together perfectly. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start and show you. I've got one of those dies. So if I just take the big die, for example, you just pop it on your cardstock. And the great thing about these is they're not big dies, Shannon. So it means if you do have a smaller machine, like I'm working with our Gemini MIDI, they're going to fit through a MIDI absolutely perfectly, right? Now, can you see what it does is it puts all of the cut lines in and the score lines. So when we look at that here, if I take this and I just fold it on the score line, and I'll fold this one on the score line as well, fold it back on itself, you can see how we've got that little, that's going to be our pulley that pulls up. Yep. And then you're going to take the second die in the set, so it's this one here, cut that out, and I've done it in a different colour just so the camera can see it a little bit easier. When I fold that in here, you can see how it's going to work, Shannon, is that you've got that little pulley goes up, goes over top, and we need to connect these two together so that when it moves, you get that pulley. It's really easy to do. So what I'm going to do is just take a little bit of double-sided tape, pop it along there, and my top tip, Shannon, is if you go tape to tape. So if you are using a double-sided tape like this, stick the tape onto the tape, and it'll be nice and strong. So watch this. There's my pulley, how it's going to work, right? I'm going to take this piece here and attach it onto the bottom of there, right? Now, bear in mind, I'm trying to do it a little bit easier for the camera to see, so you can do it flat. You don't need to do it holding up like this. That is what gives you this whole pulley. And then to attach it onto the front of a card, all you're doing is taking the base of your card, you get your photograph or your message or whatever you want to hide underneath. I've got a nice one there, that picture of me and the kids. And Santa was the actual real Santa that we saw, Shannon. Not just any old Santa, it was the real Santa that we saw in Lapland. And then I'm going to pop a little bit of glue on the back. And you can see there, I'm going to manoeuvre that photo where I want it into place. And then I've got my little pulley that's going to go over the top and hide the rest of the photo and just give me that pulley bit. So again, all you do is you take a little bit of tape and go all the way around the outside like this, so that we're sticking not the green bit, but you're sticking the yellow bit down, so that when that goes over there, and obviously you won't get a little bit of mess on yours is going to be nice and perfect because you're not going to be crafting on the go like me. Hide that in. There is my lovely pulley. And how easy was that to do, Shannon? And you see that, when you add a little bit of decoration on, I've added a few balloons and a couple of flowers. How fabulous does that look? And I've even put here, you've got on your birthday, it doesn't have to be your birthday, you put any sentiment you want on that little piece coming out. Aren't they super fun and super clever?
It's revealing two things. It's revealing the photo. It's also revealing the sentiment at the same time. The die it's the worker die. I mean, the die. All of the dies that you're getting included. You get 32 dies. And Sarah, of course, could practically do this in her sleep, but she gives you great step-by-step instructions for everything. She also has a whole library of how-tos and videos as well that you can always check out. But this is the engineering right here that you're getting included. So you get all 32 dies. It's $24.95 to make as many of those incredible pop-up cards or frames, or be able to put them on those boxes. It's a really special opportunity, and this is the only way that you can get it. A lot of exclusives here. So scan the QR code at the bottom of your screen if you want to get free shipping and handling. Maybe you pick this up, and maybe then you pick up the love and sentiments, and maybe you want to be able to embroider your cards. We've got something for everybody. When you total $75 or more, we ship it all to you for free. So Sarah, of course, it's funny because people say, oh, she makes it look so easy, but you also made it so that it's so easy for us to do as well.
I made it so easy, and I know the first time you're thinking, what's she doing, what's she doing? I'm going to show you it again, just so you see how it goes together. The only bit that might be complicated is when you put these two together. So you can see, we cut this one out and folded it, and we cut the second one. So what you're going to do, Shannon, the easiest way to think about it is just imagine it's on there. So that's your back piece. That goes over, and what you'll see is this little piece here is shorter than the back bit. So that just sits over here, all right? And then once you're in there, you're going to stick this end piece here onto the end of the little piece that's coming in there, right? So we hold those two there, stick together, and that is what gives you that lovely pulley. Now, if you want to do that really clever one that I did on the front of a box, right, and it reveals what's inside the box, I just think that's absolutely brilliant. All you're going to do is you're going to make your box. So there's my lid of my box, and I've cut an aperture inside the lid that this will cover. And all you do is you take a little bit of double-sided tape, and I'm going to stick acetate on the front so that we can't see into the box, right? And then this piece here, again, you're putting your tape all the way around the outside, Shannon, a little bit down